Today, I am going to introduce Farsight Meditation. What calms me? This. Actually, this meditation, I started doing this meditation about 8 years ago with Courtney. Again, as some of you know, I met Courtney. Te amo. I met Courtney a few years ago, and he taught me how to meditate. I had never meditated a day in my life, and this meditation has changed my life. Now, I've listened to meditation music and, you know, sat in quietness, but I had never said a mantra or understood what certain things were. So this has changed my life. This meditation here that I'm going to teach you is what we all do at Farsight, every single one of us. And I'm not looking at any camera. I'm making sure that I can see your words and what you're writing. So hopefully this is okay. Just catch me in the moment. But this meditation is what we all do here at Farsight, and we do this before every single session that we do. So those of you that are looking to take my class, this meditation, greetings South Germany, this meditation will get you started. Usually I contact my students the day before and teach them this meditation. I have decided to teach all of you guys here today. So whoever is here, thanks for showing up. And I hope that this actually helps you guys. And again, those of you that are watching, thank you, Donna. Those of you that are watching, again, before every one of my classes, this is the meditation that needs to be done. Before any session that you do in the remote viewing, this is what makes it here at Farsight, at the Farsight Institute. So now that you all, yeah, I'm going to ignore. Now that you all are here and you can hear me, I'd like you all to take a deep breath with me. And then take another. We're going to sit here and I'm going to show you how to calm your mind, how I calm my mind. Not while you're learning Ewig kind. Put the phonetic spelling of your name in there for me. So here at Farsight, we all, again, I like to start off with a lot of deep breaths just to make sure that we're all here. We're getting the traffic out the way. We're getting what our phone call just said out of the way. Cashew, not peanut. We're getting the fact that sound may not always work when we're recording out the way. And we like to just take a deep breath and have a moment of silence so that we can sit with ourselves. That's what makes this work. That is what helps me with all of my sessions. And that is also what helps me center myself as a whole, as a spiritual being and as a person in this crazy, crazy world. So I'm going to start off with what we call Asanas, which is a body massage, Ewig kind, like kindergarten. Okay. Like kindergarten. So we start off with something called Asanas. And if you guys, I know I can't hear you, but you can hear me. So just say Asanas. And again, that is Asanas. Asanas is a full body massage starting from my head, leading to my heart. Women, we start with our left hand. Men, you start with your right. So those of you that are here, use the perspective hands. Women, follow me. And men, do the opposite of what I am doing. So we start with our head. After you've taken your few deep breaths, reconnect yourself. Go down to your shoulders. And ladies, use your right hand to touch your heart. Fellas, use your left. We're going to start massaging our left hand. Ladies, fellas, start off massaging your right and go up, 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 and back down to your heart. Then we're going to switch and move to our left side and go up, 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 and back down to the heart. Excuse my mic touching. I'm not used to the mic being there. Reconnecting yourself, with your inner self, reminding ourselves that we are in a physical body. Ladies, we're going to move to our left foot and massage up. Fellas, go to your right and up, up, up. This usually takes, here I teach it about, taking your time, but we don't want to take too much time all the time here. You can take as long as you want to connect with yourself. I generally teach just a few seconds coming up, moving from each thing. Your fingers are all tingly, that's good. And always go back to your heart, center of you, your universe. And you start here and here. When y'all are finished, ladies, you'll take your left hand, fellas, you'll take your right, and you will use your middle and thumb finger. Your middle and your thumb finger. What I'm about to show you next is called Pranayama. Pranayama is a breathing exercise that helps instill focus and tranquility and calmness. So you start here and you're going to breathe out and in. You're going to put your thumb down here on your nostril and go out and in. Out, in. You're going to slowly speed up your fingers as you're breathing out and in. One brings focus, one brings tranquility and calmness. And we'll do this here for a few minutes. It's really, really good to do for about 10 minutes. This right here can get rid of headaches or ease headache pain. This pranayama, as we speed up, it operates different parts of your mind, different sides of your brain. So I hope that you all were able to do that with me. This again, take your time. Don't allow yourself to rush through it, because again, you want to connect with your body. You want to remember where we are in the physical room as we go to get ready to travel into the multiverse, if you what we'll call it, and travel across space and time. Again, we all are spiritual beings, so we all have the ability to move beyond all boundaries of time and space. And this right here pretty much preps you for that. And again, anyone who takes my class will learn this again. And yes, you should feel that way, Chico. It is relaxing. It is reassuring. What it does is it centers you. It centers you. This is how we start, so we don't jump fully into a meditation and have to take all of that time Thank you, Christian. Thank you for answering that. So that we don't have to take all of our time, the first 15, 20 minutes, trying to actually calm our body and settle down. Yes, my classes do have a cost. Send me an email at princessviews@gmail.com, and I'll be able to send you all of that information, because there are different types of classes that I hold. But again, this meditation is very important to Farsight. It's also very important to self. Those of you who are doing this with me, continue to breathe through that. Continue to allow this to be a guided meditation. I'm going to talk in a very tranquil voice to the best of my ability, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. This is very, very important. We as men and women have different anatomies. We're made up of different things. Much like if you look at a button-up shirt, and this stems from back in the day, if you look at a button-up shirt, male buttons, if I'm not mistaken, are on the right, and female buttons are on the left, or vice versa. back then, and that is because men, or because of the way we used to have to dress ourselves or get dressed, and this was back in like medieval times, is where I've learned this. Around this time when women and men used to dress each other. And so being as we are all different on the inside, so our bodies operate differently. Our bodies operate differently, being a cisgendered female or male, and that's why we have different sides. That's why it's an additional side. Yes, please. By now you should feel very at ease, very calm. You should be able to breathe. And what we also like to do is, there is a mantra. I will be talking about the mantra later on. If not today, I'll be able to talk about a mantra and the mantra that we use and why in another live stream. But again, this is the, I can't see the, what is this? Again, this right here is our Farsight meditation. Courtney has been to many different retreats, has learned so many different things. What if you're male in spirit in a female body, or vice versa? You do what your body is, the body you were born with, regardless of who you are on the inside. That will never change. But the body that you're born with is the way that we will do this. I'm so many things on the inside. Who's to say if my spirit this may be my first human experience. I may not even have a gender on the inside, but my physical body here in this realm is of a woman. I see my screen's changing. My physical body in this realm is of a woman. So if that is what you are, that's what you'll do. What you were physically born as. I am doing a Q&A for any questions that you guys may have today. I also want to know that for those of you who are meditating with me or are putting yourself in a meditative state, why, thank you, Matthew. I like being a woman too. Dewey, you rock. Everybody say, hey, Dewey. Everybody say, hey, Ash. Those are like two of my favorite people. They're super great. Super awesome people. Thank you guys for being here. Yes, the Russian RV classes may do that. Here at Farsight, we meditate, and that is why, that's how we here can make sure that we're in the right space and in the right place to do what we need to do. Everybody has different methods. That's why this is an introduction of the Farsight meditation. Thank you so much, Pat. Well, we do SRV, not ARV. We specifically specialize in scientific remote viewing, where we have shown the accuracy and how that works. And so feel free to use what you know in ARV. We here at the Farsight Institute specifically study scientific remote viewing. Yes, Matthew, calm down and continue to do that. The pranayama I do when I'm driving, when I'm nervous or anxious, before I go anywhere, do anything, even at night, before I go to bed, I will do my pranayama, and I may kind of brush through my asanas and just, allow myself to touch, because I astral project in my sleep. So I like to make sure I stay connected with myself. But, just allow yourself to know where we are in this physical realm, because some of us, if not most of us, are all, yeah, I'm a person. I say so much. And I have definitely been, Linda, you said, hey, I have definitely been working on that, but it's a part of who I am, and I don't want to change a bit. So, it also allows me to reconnect with self, because my brain moves faster than my mouth, and my mouth sometimes have to catch up. I wish I could astral project myself. Sweetheart, I promise you that was not my intention when I first started doing this. And if you are into astral projection, get jasper crystals in desert jasper, specifically in jasper herbs, to help you find your way back if you're doing it on purpose. That I have learned. But why not try to win the lottery? Because I'm trying to save the world. Money isn't everything. And I do this because I love to do this, and there's so many other things I want to do with my life, and the universe will bless me with what I deserve when I deserve it. I've never been a gambler. That's not my thing. I'd rather do things that I know are for sure and for certain, because even in remote viewing, any type of remote viewing, nothing is ever 1000% guaranteed. And oh, honey, I don't want to astral project in my sleep. That's not something I want to do. I would like to stay in my bed. Oh, thank you, Dewey. Yes, Dewey is one of my students. He was in my last class. Antonia, hi. Oh, I love you guys. I can tell you, I learned so much from my students. A lot of my previous students are here chatting with you guys as well. And just as much as you guys can learn from me, I learned just as much from you. And I can honestly say that I thank you guys, for taking my classes, or even asking about them, because the more I teach, the more I learn, and the better I become. So because of you, it makes me better. I don't take anything on my own. Courtney teaches us, and it's a science, and science is a practice. And so every day we do better. So thank you guys. Yes, natural telepaths. That is a thing. But again, in all forms of remote viewing, there's nothing ever 1000% guaranteed, and that is why it's a practice. That's why even doctors find new ways to cure things, or can't, or find new diseases, or create. We're not going to get into that. And that is why we learn every day, and we change things every day, and we move things around every time we work here at Farsight. It will make Farsight reputation bulletproof. I think that too. Is it Anne May Lee? Forgive any mispronunciations of your names that I may say. I think names are very, very important. And yo, Dewey. Antonia is like the most gangster, adorable woman I've ever met. But where was I? Reading you guys is like, I'm bouncing all over the place, but I love it because I love reading. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. You guys are typing so fast, but I love it. But yeah, we continue to learn, we continue to change things, and we continue to move about. And I'd rather do something else with my time than gamble, Now, I might try it one day. I know the forecasts are different things, but and I will soon be teaching, you know, maybe in the next six months or so, forms of ARV. That is not yet a promise, but that is something that I'm working on to maybe teach. So we'll probably get into those things for those of you who are interested in that. Yeah, we do forget who we are, and meditation is a thing. Since I've been doing this Farsight meditation, the way that I do it with the mantra that we do say here, it's actually helped me hone into my own space. It's helped me move in different places. Mantra, please. I'm gonna slide it in there. Is the meditation over? I remain floating for a while. The meditation is over when you want it to be. Life is a gamble. It's true. It's when you want it to be. For those of you who are meditating, continue to breathe. Continue to float if you're floating. Don't rush back. Don't rush back. Never rush back. I've learned that the hard way. Thank you, Kim. I couldn't remember. I don't wear too many button-up shirts. Most of my shirts are crop tops. Yes. So that's what I'm referring to. So the mantra that we do say, I hear everyone's like, mantra please, mantra please. So as we've centered ourselves, the mantra that we do use here at Farsight is Shanim Mana. And when I'm done, will type that into the boxes when I'm done. But I'll pronounce it again. It's Shanim Mana. It is a continual mantra. We teach here to sit in silence for about 30 seconds. I like to sit for as long as I can in silence for a little while before I start my mantra, after I've done my pranayama. Thank you, Dewey. You rock. And we say Shani Mana out loud. Shani Mana. So those of you who were in an active meditation, I'm doing my best to cater to all of you here. Those of you who are and were and are still in an active meditation, shutting your brain off, I'll teach you. Buttonholes are on the opposite sides, men on the left, women on the right. Yep. But Shanim Mana. And you'll say it over and over again. You can say it, Shanim Mana. Shanim Mana. Shanim Mana. And you'll slightly drift off and fade into yourself, and you'll repeat that mantra in your head over and over and over. Those of you who are interested in taking my class, this meditation, a lot of people say, what can I do to prepare? This meditation is something you can do to prepare. For those of you who are here, you can say this mantra. I like to wake up. So instead of hitting the snooze, well, I hit the snooze button, but instead of going back to sleep after I hit the snooze button, I'll sit up. I'll do my asanas. I'll do my pranayama, and I'll shani mana until my snooze go off, and I'll start my day off with meditation. So for those of you that are like me, who are uber snooze button, I'll teach you, Matthew. I'm going to talk about that today too. Meditation. This is my favorite topic, mainly because I've had the most trouble with this topic, and so I've learned from my own mistakes here and learned from other people around me. But you know, those of you who are snooze button hitters, like I'll hit the snooze button 6 times. So if I need to be up at 8, my alarm's starting at like 6:30. And I get up and I meditate through that time instead of going back to sleep, and that releases my tiredness. So I'm actually more rejuvenated than I am if I went back to sleep. Shani Mana, yeah, the spelling, it's okay. Shani Mana was created to mimic the sounds of everyday life around you. This meditation is created to be done in any environment, whether it be quiet or loud. A lot of people are like, I need to be quiet so I can meditate. I have the ability with this meditation to meditate with a 3-year-old running around the house like Spider-Man. So, and it's because of this. And so it definitely was created specifically for Farsight, to have the sound of life around you. What's the most effective way to contact Courtney? Telepathy. So maybe through meditation. Now, if he calls me like somebody came to me in meditation, I'm coming for y'all. Courtney is usually very busy making sure he gets all of our content out to you guys in a timely fashion, making sure that we keep Farsight up and running, and making sure that we entertain and the whole nine. Farsight. He's busy farsighting. I am probably the closest you'll get to Courtney. So any questions you may have, again, email me. I do my best to respond. I am usually doing my sessions to keep fueling Farsight, and teaching and doing any freelance sessions that anybody may want or need. Remember, don't tell me anything about your target, because then I can no longer do it. You know, I am working on the crypto thing, Caesar. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. As of now, I'm not accepting crypto, but that is something that I have been kind of feeling my way around. Being that I don't watch our cryptocurrency videos, mainly so that I can stay as blind as possible. So I don't know much about it at this moment, because I do my best to make sure I stay neutral to everything. Thank you, thank you. I haven't got, you guys get to watch these things. I'm too busy remote viewing. I don't get to watch myself often. Yes, Courtney might be an alien. Who knows? I'm an alien. All in all, for those of you still meditating, I'm doing my best to make sure I'm not too loud, but this meditation is geared towards being able to hear and interact. I can still communicate while I'm meditating. I'll still be able to talk to my son if need be. Never jolt yourself out. For those of you anxious to see what's going on, if you are meditating, don't pop your eyes open, okay? Slowly come out, blink a couple of times slowly, like you're peeking or like you're sneaking around. Never jolt yourself out. If we're all aliens, yes, I believe that, some form. If anything happens, I had a guy one time tell me that he got jolted out of meditation by a earthquake. And you could tell he was a little, you know, he didn't get to really meditate. If you have an earthquake, don't jump out of your meditation, okay? Especially if it's a tremor. If it's a tremor. Now, if it's a big one and you got to run for cover, of course, do your best to come out as slowly as possible. But no matter what you are doing, it's going to hurt. That's all I'm going to say. So come out slowly. My favorite SRV, I don't know, you know, whatever I'm working on now definitely has me intrigued. One of my favorite ones was it HARP? Is that what it was called? I can't remember all of them. When I did HARP, I enjoyed remote viewing that. Yeah, Courtney's like, yeah. I definitely enjoyed doing that, and whatever I'm working on now, that obviously I can't disclose because I obviously don't know what it is yet. I said, Courtney, where am I? He was just like, ARV is called, what does that translate to?
That's associative.
Yeah, my brain stopped. Associative remote viewing. Yeah, I definitely did love HARP. Associative remote viewing. So it's like glass cup, it's one thing. Black shoe, it's another. but now, you know, you're thinking about both things, and so either one could crossfire, or just, you know, while we have to work on that. But that's the short version of ARV, of what that is. Pardon me. But did I remote view heaven? I remote viewed the war in heaven, and that was that was a thing. Am I a vegan? I was vegetarian since the age of 7. I ended up becoming full vegan when I gave birth because I breastfed and my son was allergic to dairy. Now, I never drank milk, but I might have eaten things with milk in it. I now, for spiritual purposes, eat fish every now and again, but I have a predominantly vegan diet with a pescatarian component. The Adam and Eve thing, I don't know about. I would love to learn about. I hope that you guys have a lot of energy. I can feel all of you. I did not remote view Jesus. I remote viewed the war in heaven, specific things here. You know, and you can watch that. Definitely go and watch that, because that's a whole nother topic. Reality of SRV, yeah, lots of paper. I guess if you want to call it that. What did Jesus look like? I don't know. You know, at the moment, it's what the Bible said he looks like. Now, granted, the Bible has some things in here, but I'm not here to talk about religion and spirituality because I know that there are so many different forms of that. And I like to make sure that I stay neutral, regardless of my religious purposes or spiritual views. RV, Mars, ET races are, you know, I don't think ETs have races. Well, I guess you can call them races. I believe that ETs are an entity within their own selves. Like they have different forms of species. That's my personal belief. like we are the human race or the human species. I think that each different type of extraterrestrial is a different species in the extraterrestrial realm. My forehead itches. I don't know why. I don't think you could. I do enjoy remote viewing Mars. Hey, better late than never. Try Lambda Delta. Better late than never. Oh, I loved talking with Bashar. I can never get enough of that. I pray I come in contact with him again, whether it be through remote viewing or just in my everyday life. The gentleman that has the honor and pleasure of channeling him, I think, or I don't even want to say him. I don't consider Bashar a male or a female. I consider Bashar. Like Bashar is Bashar. You know what? When you said that, I felt reading your status, your what do they call it? Comments, pure grace. You do have very big energy. Very, very big energy. It's beautiful though. It's not piercing. I can just feel it all. I'm very open, being that I did do a minor meditation before I got here. cannot tell. I will pay more attention to that, Rose. Government creating fake UFOs or fake ETs. Now, I don't know if you can create a fake ET, but I guess it could be like GMO food. You know, I don't know about all of that. I do know that they are probably crossbreeding, but that's another story for another day. As far as fake UFOs, what makes it fake? You know, UFOs are unidentified flying object. And so a spaceship's a spaceship, whether it was made by the ETs or whether it was human made. That's what I think. Bruzier, did I say your name right? Bruzier? You have pretty chill energy. I can definitely feel you. How's my energy? I love when people ask me that. You know, Deborah, focusing on meditation, manifestation is a prayer. Again, everyone has different spiritual values, spiritual views, but manifestation is a prayer. When you write it down, when you speak it, it is so. You know, ashe, asheyo. When you speak it, it is so. And I'm trying to like read and talk at the same time. I don't know how people do this. But, and so the way I personally do my manifestations is I follow the moon, but I also pray. I may sleep with the paper under my pillow. I'll write it down, and I'll burn it, you know, to bring in or to release. Meditation, I'm going to answer that meditation question soon too. To control your energy, I'm still learning to control mine. It's big, and I am learning how to harness it in within self and not let it be all out. Oh, they probably are projecting holograms. Man, I hope not. I don't have a headache. I am breathing a little heavier than usual because the masks, you know, I'm asthmatic, and having to wear a mask all day has not been the best for me. But, you know, I guess it's a catch-22. Either I breathe or whatever this created virus is. But to answer your question about meditation, do this meditation, focus. For those of you that are wanting to know how to stay centered in your meditation, don't try to do anything. I like to tell people to stop trying and you just do it. You just do it. How many times do I meditate in a day? Depending on the day, depending on the hour, and what I have to do the next day. Sometimes one time for 3 hours, sometimes 2 times, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there. Sometimes I'll meditate instead of sleep because I'm nocturnal and I'd rather not toss and turn. But for those of you that are meditating, when you're meditating, allow that mantra to flow through you. What this particular meditation is for is to bring up anything, is to clear the mind and instill and to release tiredness. So in order to clear the mind, you must bring it up. So let it come up, and you're going to remember everything. You're going to remember here and there. You're going to remember something that happened 28 years ago. You're going to remember that you forgot to turn the tea kettle off. You're going to remember this appointment that you have in 30 minutes. You're going to remember everything, a movie. You're going to start singing a song. Let it happen. You say it. Tinfoil Hat Orchestra. I would love to know more about your name. Yes, Yoda, I hear that is something that is said in my household quite often by my partner, which I'm shocked she didn't say before you said. Yoda said there is no try, only do or do not. And I don't always say it that way, but I do say stop trying, just do it, Nike. That's what I say. But allow it to come up. Allow those things to pull up, and as they come up, you'll have visions, you'll feel like you're dreaming, you'll think you're asleep. Let it happen, don't rush. Let it come out. Let it come out. And as it comes out, it'll come out and it'll pour out, and eventually It'll be still. And you can feel every movement in your home, in your body. You can feel the quietness and the movement of the universe. You can feel Earth spinning. You can feel how close the moon is. And yeah, all this is true, what you guys are writing. Put your clothes on, Ben. I'm a nudist, Ben. If you don't want to put your clothes on, I mean, you know. But all in all, for those who asked about meditation, you just have to allow it. The biggest thing we as the human species have trouble with is acceptance. Accepting who we are, accepting who we're not, accepting what we want, accepting what we don't want, and allowing it to just move through us and not stay in us. Move through it. Don't settle in on it. And that's what makes meditation work. For those people, I can never focus. Stop trying to focus and just do it. Let whatever happens, happens, and don't give up. Nothing ever comes quickly. Nothing good comes quickly. I cannot sense if you are a healer just from here. I also can't see your picture, Tim. I read pictures and faces just as a person, you know, just naturally in my own life. It's not something that I do outwardly. That's just so I can protect myself. You know if you're a healer. Do you heal? Do people come to you? When you lay your hands on someone, do they feel better? That's how you can tell. Okay, Tinfoil Hat Orchestra. But Tim, if you are receiving the messages that you are a healer, then you are a healer. And make sure you carry yourself as such. Make sure you guard yourself if that's who you are. Because like moths to a flame, you know, broken people walk towards healers. And you have to be able to decipher what's for you and what it's not. I believe that if we believe it, we are it. If we can speak it, we can be it. When I was a child, my grandmother wrote this saying to me, taught me this saying, and it said, whatever I want to be, I can be it. Whatever I want to see, I can see it. Whatever I want to say, I can say it. And I can certainly find a way. And if I can't, I will certainly find a way. Whatever I want to pursue, I can pursue it. If I only believe, and I believe. And that's something that I said as a child every day, every single day, since the age of 5. And now I have a more advanced version of that, which is my SRV affirmation. And so, yeah, if you believe it, you are it. Parallel universes, when we meditate, do we become in sync with our passion? I think it's specific to every person. There are parallel universes. I do cross them often. It can get irritating, especially when you think you're just doing something. Or, you know, thank you, CJ. Oh yeah, she's a powerful woman. She is now the big mama of my family, now that her mother has transitioned. So, you know, my grandmother is the glue of our families. Thank you. But as far as parallel universes, there definitely are. They definitely exist. I definitely exist in them. And sometimes I don't realize it's happening until days later. And I'm like, we didn't have this conversation? And everyone's looking at me like, no. And I'm like, but you said, word for word, story of my life. Okay, Tinfoil, I like you. First think towards Saturn, then to the entrance to the Tao universe. Explain that to me and what you mean by that, Trilambda. Sportus, hold on. Sportus nutritionis. Are you a sports nutrition person? I love these unique names. By viewer, are you saying you're a remote viewer? And well, if as a remote viewer and people going into your mind, we are taught to be able to break any barrier. So, I don't know the answer to that question. You know, I can go wherever I please. But for self, I would guess you would put yourself in a bubble. This is what I was taught as an empath. I don't know if this works for minds. I don't know if this works for minds, but I do know it works for energy. That you know, I put myself in a bubble, and I can make sure that the energies that I'm feeling or just trying to come into my barrier do not pass through. Now, that's energetic. So maybe try that, visualizing yourself in a tranquil place, you know, maybe on a beach. Now, this is a silent meditation on a beach. Listen to the waves, find the ocean, find the smells, tap into that. And then in the sand around me, and my sister taught me this. My sister, I draw a circle around me in the sand. And I do this to my son too when I can, if he sits still, because he's a very energetic spiritual being. But try that. Yes, Vaughn. Hey, those of you whose names I mispronounce, please correct me phonetically, because names are important. Names are very important. They are who we are. Any color bubble? I visualize this glass bubble. I've never done a color, so maybe try that, whatever works for you. I do know of a past life that I have had with my son and with Courtney. My son came to me in meditation when I was pregnant with him, and he told me his name. And he told me that his name means and is who he is to me, and who he has always been to me and will always be to me. And my son's name is Zion. And in a past life together, he is much older than me. I think he hates being younger than me. We'll get through that. But, you know, he was my protector. And I know that for a fact. I can't always remember visuals, but I do know a feeling. I believe there are ways to remember it. I have not mastered that. Yeah, you know what Tinfoil said? Tinfoil, you're dope. You have some cool energy. You go by Tinfoil Hat Orchestra. You have to be cool. Oh, those of you who were concerned about my chair, I am sitting in a meditation chair. It is quite comfy. It definitely stops me from falling backwards when I'm meditating. Beautiful, passionate. He is amazing. He is up to my rib cage. He will be 4 next month. He's been with my mom for a month. I get him back this coming weekend, so I'm excited to see my baby. And yeah, thank you for asking. I know a lot of you who has followed here for a while watched me do this pregnant. That was not easy. Do our souls live in our body? Or do they just penetrate it every once in a while and exist everywhere around us? I don't know, Ben, how to see past lives. CJ, I bet you gave them a hard time, didn't you? My son looks in the mirror And this is the day I really realized, oh yeah, past lives are real. He looked in the mirror. Actually, no, the first time it happened, we were the reflection of a car. And he said, Mommy Princess, why am I so small? And you could hear the disgust in his voice for being so tiny. Mind you, my son has been walking since 6 months and standing since 3 months, so he was not with being a baby. I think what I call the soul train, this is a cute story. I call it the soul train. I thought Mylena stole her Melina, I'm gonna spell her name properly. No, I didn't steal a chair legs. This is actually a meditation chair that Courtney has and has allowed me to use. But my son, you could tell he was upset. He, like I said, he's been doing so much, and people said, "Oh, he's moving out the way." But I always said that I missed the soul train. That I was born in the wrong decade, or I was born in the wrong time period, and I said, I feel like I fell asleep waiting on the soul train to arrive to get to where I was supposed to go. And I said, I feel like I tried to wake the man who is my son now up, and he didn't wake up either, and he missed my train too. So he just had to come through me, and he wasn't with that. So it's kind of a cute little story I tell myself. Past lives are real, you know. But like, he looks in the mirror, and he looked at me, and he goes, Mommy, why? Why am I so small? And he's mad about it. Any knowledge of blue-skinned beings? Well, I don't know yet, but I do sometimes see purple-esque skinned beings, so maybe. Oh yes, human clones totally exist. I'm not even going to try to deny that. My past life with Courtney? my past life with Courtney was the beginning of what we're doing now, but in a more physical form of remote viewing, where we were fighting to save our planet, save the world in the Orion system. Twin flames, I definitely believe they exist. I believe that they come in different forms. I do believe that, no, you're not always supposed to marry your twin flame. Sometimes they're supposed to be your best friend. They're people that never leave you in any life. I don't know sportist nutritionists. Esmo, who are you referring to? 111, my numerology. I can't remember ones. I went to the gas station yesterday and my total came up to 777 and my sorority number is 7. I thought that was really cool. I can't remember ones. Oh man, look that up and email me, and I'll probably try to go to my research. No, I don't think we look the same as we are reborn. Those of you who see doubles and triples and quadruples of numbers, you should look into that. Numerology is very important. Also, find the numerology of your name, what your life path number is, and what your name, biological name, starts with. Oh, Bruce, that's so beautiful. Okay, my heart just felt all of that. The old soldier's retirement. That's cute. Can the same soul be in 2 different people in your life? That's a good question. No, I love Courtney to pieces. He is my best friend. He is like a big brother to me, and I will go wherever he goes. It's a spiritual sorority. It's called Kai Kai Kai, Sorority Incorporated. It is Greek. I was reading about the Lyrian system. Courtney would read a book to me about that. I don't know, Ben, have we? Your life path number 1. And did you say you saw a lot of ones? That could be very important. You should research that. Yay, sorority. You should definitely research that. I can't remember my ones. I usually know them right off the top of my head. I know 5 is power, and it's also sexuality. Thank you guys for listening. Again, I cannot do any of this without you guys, and Farsight could not exist without you guys. You know, while you thank us so much, yes, angel numbers, Dado, if I said your name properly. While you thank us for what we do, we thank you for accepting it, because we couldn't do what we do and fund what we do without your help, without you watching, without you believing. So thank you. Not to my knowledge, human Taurus. You know, I don't know about the Big Bang. I got questions. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's been amazing, amazing, amazing talking to you guys. Have I RV'd the event or the flash future Earth split? No, I have not. Yeah, 9 is a complete limit. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 369. Definitely. So those of you who meditated with me today, please continue to do so. I've only been to Venus once. Continue to do so. Continue to meditate day in and day out. In your everyday life. It will help you in your wanting to learn the remote view. It will help you be connected. And again, I have classes, sign up, you know, open now for August 10th through the 14th. Did I do my math right? Thank you. Thank you, Max. And thank you, CJ, for meditating with me. Antonia, for being beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Those of you who are interested in taking classes, I do have August classes open for August and September. The second week of every month, I do classes. And I do my best to change the time to where it can accommodate everyone across the nation. I just had a young lady in Russia, so her time was a little bit different than everyone else, and someone in Ireland, and then people out here where I am, and you know, we were all intertwining. I'll be back. I'm gonna do my best to come back once a month, or I want to do more live streams, but definitely we will let you know when I'm coming back. Please email me princessviews@gmail.com. My classes, I have 2-day courses and 5-day courses for group as well as solo. And they are anywhere between 2 to 3 hours for class. I also, but email me. You'll be able to get all of your information for classes if you email me. I have all of that written down, so you don't have to remember. and I do everything virtually right now. I will let you know when I start back doing my in-person classes. And I do teach the beginning of everything. Thank you, thank you. Link in description, okay? I do my best not to chop my class because it depends on the person. I will never go anywhere over 3 hours or 3.5 hours, and that's with me breaking down things to you and then going into certain things, because by that time you're just, you're done. But the classes are anywhere between 2 to 3 hours a day. So again, email me, princessviews@gmail.com. princessviews@gmail.com. Currently, my classes are 2-day and 5-day, and if you are a solo student, they can be manipulated, so we will talk about that. Again, email me for more questions about my classes at princessviews@gmail.com. I would love to give Courtney something to remote view. It depends. How vivid are my RV sessions? Sometimes I cry. Thank you, Dewey. I love you. I didn't see the May ET news until last week. Uh-oh. Yeah, email me. I can give you guys all of that. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, my studio is set up as a whole green screen. So, do I believe in energy vapor? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's why I had to learn to put myself in a bubble. No, I don't think Earth will be around forever. But again, I thank you guys for joining me today. I would like to close this out, bringing back in a slight meditation, and I'm going to do another live for like all Q&As, and I might pick one. So I might pick a RV session that I've done, or I might just answer all questions here and there. But those of you who are willing and want to, if you would like to meditate with me just to close out so that we can be tranquil and calm. Thank you all again. Take a deep breath. I'm not going into my mantra, but I am closing out with a Pranayama and Asanas. Inhale, exhale. And again, remember your asanas is going down from your head to your heart, from your hands, your prospective hand per gender, per physically born gender. Our anatomy is different. And go back down to your heart. Always go back down to your heart. Connect with your heart. Connect with your heart, and move down to your feet. To your other foot, up your leg. Connect with yourself. Connect with your heart. Breathe out and in. I hope all of you are well. Again, thank you all. If you're interested in my August classes, you have 1 week to sign up. So sign up and email me for all of that information. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting Farsight and Princess Views. Again, you may find me princessviews@gmail.com. Thank you. Namaste.